All right, so episode number 10 of the Benjamin Theodore podcast already. It's still the most original podcast title in the world, don't you think? Well, anyway, I'm still super excited to be sharing my music with you and to show you how it's made. I think that's, personally, that's a really interesting thing to see. I always like to look up on YouTube if certain artists that I like have videos where they are working in a studio or where they are showing their music, how they produced it, how it's recorded and stuff like that. I'm really into that kind of thing. So here I am doing the same thing. I was really inspired by Jacob Collier, actually, to do this. He has this Logic Pro breakdown videos sometimes where he shows this. And I've been doing this for a couple of years now already on my Next Level Producer YouTube channel, which is about music production and stuff like that, if you haven't heard about that. And so I wanted to do this for my music as well. I think that's always really inspiring as an artist or just as someone who likes music to see how artists wrote their songs, how they recorded and stuff like that. So today we have a song that's called Always There For You. And I wrote this song for my son when he was born, a couple of months after he was born. I wanted to have something that he could remember in 10, 20 years when he's grown up, and I wanted to make a promise to him that I would be there for him always, no matter what. And that's what this song is about. It's really simple. And I wrote it in this time that he was very little, that he was a baby, and which was a very special time. And now at this moment in time, when I'm recording this podcast, we're expecting our second child. So that's really exciting as well. So I might write a new song for the new baby as well. Who knows? Let's see what happens. And so anyway, this song, I really wanted to be on this record. This is my first real album, my debut album in that sense. And I thought it would be really special to dedicate this song to him. And the funny thing is that he already, he really knows the song. We've been listening to it for a while in the car, and he sings along a little bit. He's 3 now already. And he knows that this song is written for him, so it's his song. So that's really nice. So I think this is one of the most beautiful songs on the record, personally. So yeah, let's just listen to it and we'll discuss it afterwards. I gonna preface this by saying what you are hearing is Marcel Zimmer on the drums. There are acoustic drums on this record, and even though I'm a drummer myself and I could have recorded this, I wanted him to play this, and the final track on the record, Blowing in the Wind, as well, because he has a certain sound that I really love and that I wanted to feature on this record. So yeah, funny thing, real quick, he is my former drum teacher. I actually I got drum lessons from him for a couple of years when I was a kid and when I was a teenager, and I learned a lot from him. It was always a lot of fun, going to his studio, and he let me, record drums on stuff that he was working on, not for real, but just for practice. And I learned so much from him, and he was a big influence on me musically, not only drums, but he's a songwriter and a singer as well. So it was a lot of fun, getting to produce him, guiding and directing him on my song. That was really like a full circle. Yeah, so a lot of fun. So without further ado, let's just listen to Always There For You.
remember the day that was scared out of my mind. But then I held you and looked into your eyes, and I never let you go. When we got home, everything was new. You were crying all the time, but slowly but surely you found your way, and I loved you even more. I didn't expect it to be so beautiful to be your dad. Now I don't wanna miss it for a minute. And no matter where you go or how quickly you will grow, just know that I am always there for you. Know that I am always there for you. When you're older, I hope we're still this close. I'll be your guide along the way, but still I know that someday you'll be on your own. So remember what I say. I didn't expect it to be so beautiful to be your dad. Now I don't wanna miss it for a minute. And no matter where you go or how quickly you will grow, just know that I am always there for you. Know that I am here. I didn't expect it to be so beautiful to be your dad. Now I don't wanna miss it for a minute. And no matter where you go or how quickly you will grow, just know that I am always there for you. Know that I am always there for you. I'm always there for you.
Yeah, so that's always there for you. Man, beautiful. I always get the chills still when I listen to this song. You know, it comes from such an authentic place and such a place of love. And I hope you can feel that as well. The record has been out for a couple of days now, and I already can see that you guys are listening to this song more than, or it's one of the top songs, you know, on the record already. And I think that's because it's so authentic, you know, it's so heartfelt. And even if you don't know that I wrote this for my son when he was born, you know, the chorus is very applicable to and very relatable to a lot of people. So yeah, I hope you really enjoy this as well. I enjoyed listening to it again. So let's just start with the drums. I'm going to talk a little bit about how it came to be. It's of course let's start with the acoustic guitar, because it's an acoustic guitar based song. Yeah. So it's just my acoustic guitar, one of my acoustic guitars recorded through the AKG C12 model. A really nice top end, really bright. It brings out the picking sound really well. Boosted a little bit of 4.8K, a little bit of another 4.8K, but on a different band, high pass filter, some compression through an LA two-way, just really simple stuff, but it really makes it feel, I wanted to this record to feel warm and to feel like a warm hug, like an embrace, you could drop into. And, so it needed to have what they call in the industry analog warmth. This is always a very debatable term, but, it needed to sound warm and really, they have that certain feel. So it started with the acoustic guitar, and I still think it's a beautiful riff. Those harmonics are beautiful. Yeah, so then I layered that with piano. And then there's the electric guitar. And when we were recording this, the drums in Marcel, his studio, he told me, oh yeah, it reminds me a bit of Paper Doll by Joe Mayer. And that was exactly the feel that I was going for. These drums were sort of breathing. They were very warm and direct, but still there was some life that was just breathing in the room, and that is exactly the feel that I came up with. And it also has this electric guitar that is very big and atmospheric. It's a very John Mayer-ish type of guitar sound. Of course, it's a Strat, on the neck position. It's a very warm guitar sound, but with a big reverb on top of that. And in the studio at home, I first came up with this drum loop. Let's see if it plays or not. No, it's not playing, unfortunately. But it was just a simple loop, and that was just to get an idea. And so Marcel had an idea of what to play. And I added the bass guitar. I always like to open songs with a slide on the bass guitar. My approach to playing bass guitar is very liquid, in the sense that I don't like it to be very choppy and very pointy, but I like it to be, has that sort of glidey feel to it, which this song lends itself perfectly for that kind of playing. I think I played it on my Höfner violin bass with my thumb. So then it gets even warmer. It doesn't have a lot of attack. Boom, boom. So it fills out this low end space. And so let's go to the drums, which are the pièces de résistance. Let's listen to them in solo. I like that the kick has this length, boom, and I'm not sure if the sample is even playing. Let's look at that. No, the sample isn't even playing. I added a kick sample of a 24-inch kick drum, so unfortunately it's not playing right now. But that adds even more boom of that oomph. But it's already a little bit in the kick drum. This is the kick. And this is the snare, the direct mic. But a lot of the sound is coming from the room. We recorded a couple of room mics. First of all, just the overheads, of course, which sound very tight. But then we recorded a mid-side configuration, about 1.5 meters away from the kit. So that already gives us a sense of depth. But then we added, let's see, oh, this is the entire mid-side configuration, excuse me. I think that was an AKG's C414, something like that, and with a ribbon mic. So great. And then we added some room mics further back in the room in just phantom left, right, and then they sound like this. And they actually make the drums sound big and give them some air. I wanted it to feel really direct, you know. You felt like you were being sucked into the drum kit, as it were, but also that it would embrace you, you know, that it would leave a certain sense of space and width. And I think it worked out perfectly. I absolutely love it. So yeah, then vocals. Most of the vocals on the record are processed, you know, in the same fashion. Every track is almost the same, but this one is just a little different because it's a different type of song. It's not a pop song, so it didn't need a lot of processing, just a little bit.
I remember the day that you were born.
On the U47 mic.
I remember the day that you were born.
So it sounds, again, very warm, very intimate, but it has a little bit of depth because of the reverb. Yeah. So then, what I think is one of the best things about this song, and that I really wanted to turn up louder because it's such a great piece of, you know, it's such a great element in this song, but it had a supportive function. So let me just play it for you. There are these backing vocals here.
Still, I know that someday you'll. Miss it for a minute. Just know that I
created this backing vocal arrangement. I created some sort of a choir by recording eight vocal parts. So it's just me singing ooh 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 ooh, you know, very high stuff. And in contrast to a lot of other vocals on this record, these backing vocals aren't pitch corrected, so they drift a little bit, which make them sound very real and very human, which of course is what this song needs. And oh man, I got chills when I was recording this. Just on its own, this is beautiful to listen to, and I wanted to turn it up very loudly, but you know, it would get in the way of the lead vocal. So it's I think it's a little too buried in the mix, but yeah, that's just because I know what it sounds like in solo, and now you do as well. But it has a great supportive function, you know. If we turn them off, then it sounds like this.
Still, I know that someday you'll be on your own. So remember.
So they add a lot. They add a lot of emotion. It's really an emotional part. So that's one of the prettiest elements in the song, I think. Yeah, so that's basically the entire song. It's quite a simple production. It doesn't have that much details or that much tracks to it. I think it's the most beautiful song that I've ever written. Let me know in the comments if you're watching on YouTube if you agree, if you think this song is beautiful as well, or just send me a message on Instagram at Benjamin Theodore Music. I would love to connect with you, to hear from you. And yeah, so this is track number 5 of my album, The Eternal Optimist. If you haven't checked that out, there's a link down below to the album, also to this song on Spotify. You can listen to it there. I have a CD and a vinyl as well that you can buy directly from me. Links down below in show notes or in the description. So yeah, we still got 6 more episodes to go for these special celebratory podcast episodes. I hope you enjoy them. So let me know. And I'll see you tomorrow. We are going to talk about the song I Don't Want This Night to End, which funnily enough you guys seem to like as well, looking at the numbers on YouTube and on the streaming services. It was one of my least favorite tracks, to be honest, on the album, but you guys like it, probably because it's, an up-tempo or mid-tempo pop song. So it's very it's really easy to listen to, let's put it that way. So we're going to talk about that. It has this great 80s feel, so I'm going to show you how I created that. And yeah, excited about that. See you tomorrow. Bye.